That is beautiful walleye.
Fishing the Midwest is presented by G3 Boats. G3 Boats, a great catch. Strike King, tie one on. Lose, feel the difference. And Relevant Sunglasses, abandon everything, embrace the outdoors.
Hi, I'm Mike Frisch. This is Fishing the Midwest. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm at Diamond Buick GMC in Alexandria, Minnesota. Diamond has a tremendous selection of vehicles, and their service after the sale is second to none. Today we're fishing the Alexandria area. It's late fall, we're chasing walleyes. After that, we'll be on the ice. But first, let's get on the water. It's late fall, walleyes on jigs, let's go. Today's TV segment has kind of an interesting twist. We're at the end of October, just a couple of days away from November. We're wrapping up open water fishing for the year when we're wrapping up open water TV shoots for the year. And as I reflected back, I got to thinking that we've got a bunch of eating-sized walleyes in a bunch of shoots. I mean, some really good fishing, and that's pretty typical around the Midwest, a bunch of 15 to 18-inch fish. But I said to Shane, one of our producers, I said, Shane, we don't have many overs. Overs are those fish over 20 inches. And each year we typically get, several of those. We didn't have many of those. So I said to Shane, we need to go out, see if we can get some overs. The best way I know how to catch big walleyes in the fall is a jig and a minnow, fish slowly, shallow water around remnant weeds. Weeds that maybe there's still some green living weeds. You find that in the fall. Lots of times you find big walleyes. That's our goal today. Put some overs in the boat. Today we're fishing with Dakota Kajmark. Now Dakota is a bona fide fish head. He fishes just about every day. He lives in the Alexandria area. He and I get together to fish once in a while. Today's one of the days where we're together. It's a walleye.
On that up there?
It's a little guy.
Oh yeah. There we go.
Whoa, a pan stinker right there. We get out to our first spot, simple presentation, an 1/8 ounce jig, a sucker minnow. We're pitching it to the weed edges, working them really slowly back to the boat.
Looks like it. Nicer one?
Got a monster, but better than the last one. God, talk about I would have bet $8,000 that was weed.
Hey, he just kind of just grabbed it and laid there, it looked like.
He never did anything. But the cool thing is, we've been here, what, 20 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. It's probably a 17, 18-inch fish, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's a nice one. So today we were pitching to a lot of the fish that we were catching, which I think is really important with this clear water. You gotta get your jig away from the boat. There you go.
It's a walleye, I'll guarantee it, man.
You can see color.
Light bite. They are just...
Oh yeah, nice walleye. Real nice one.
Might be an over there.
Oh yeah, that's an over.
Yeah, that's an over.
That's a good one.
That's an over. That's definitely an over there.
Yeah.
You see that thing? How light that was?
Mm-hmm.
Just rod tip, just slowly load. That's a good fish right there.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful walleye.
Chunky.
How about that?
A little bigger, 20 vapors.
Wow.
That's a nice fish.
That is close to 27-inch walleye right there. Big old shoulders on that girl though. Look at her. And she just picked up that jig. No tick, no anything. My rod tip just slowly started loading, then she started to head out for deep water. And it's like, okay, when they start swimming, gotta be a fish, right?
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by beautiful Cabotogama Lake, gateway to Voyageurs National Park, Hanna's Marine. There are 10,000 lakes in Minnesota, but only one Hanna's Marine. Clam Pro Tackle and blackfish because you can't choose the weather. Lou's products are available at these fine retailers: Christofferson's Bait, Omnia Fishing, Reed's Family Outdoor Outfitters, and many other retailers across the Midwest.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose outerwear that works. Technical apparel, rain gear, soft shells, sunwear, when you need to stay comfortable all day, choose Blackfish, because you can't choose the weather.
Alexandria, Minnesota is a multi-season, multi-species fishing hotspot with more than 300 lakes to fish, world-renowned bass fishing, booming walleye populations, and top panfish and muskie opportunities make Alexandria an angler's dream destination. Plus, Alexandria has a vibrant downtown, great golf courses, miles of ski, snowmobile, and bike trails, and fantastic dining and lodging options. If you're looking for great fishing and family fun, consider Alexandria, Minnesota for your next vacation. Distinctive Cabinet Design manufactures commercial millwork, retail fixtures, and residential cabinetry. Plus, they handle all your granite and quartz needs. There is no job too small or too large, whether it's custom kitchens for the homeowner or retail fixtures for hospitals, hotels, casinos, banks, and more. Distinctive Cabinet can do the job for you. Visit the website to know more. Distinctive Cabinet Design, serving Minnesota and the entire country since 1999. Closed captioning on Fishing the Midwest is provided by Offshore Tackle, your leader in trolling technology.
Today's pattern is remnant weed edges. Particularly what we're trying to do is we're trying to find some green living weeds. When you find green weeds in the fall, those weeds give off oxygen, they draw bait fish, the minnows, and that draws the bigger predators. Sometimes, Dakota, I'll take a little luck.
It's better to be lucky than good.
It's another one of those
Well, they're nice.
17 plus inch fish, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, that one looks a little better.
Wow. God, they're pretty in that clear water anyway. There we go.
Nice one. He's got a choke too.
You know why? You know what happened there? I set my rod down with the jig on the bottom, came to net your fish, and when I lifted up, the fish was on it. Now, some would call that luck, but you know what? I'll take luck all day long. When luck comes like that, I'll take luck all day long. Heck yeah. Look at where that jig is. That's what happens when I get
When you let him eat it
3
for a
or
little
4
while.
minutes to eat the jig. Oh boy.
Let's take a quick break from the fishing to check out this week's MinnKota Minute.
One of the great things about the MinnKota Altera trolling motor we're using today is the auto stow and deploy. Without leaving my seat, I can put the trolling motor down. When I'm done fishing, I simply push a button and lift it back up.
Looks like it might be a little better.
A little better. This might be, Dakota, this might be in that 17-inch year class. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a little better than that last one. He's got her.
He wanted it too, didn't he? There we go.
There you go, nice fish.
Well, maybe that's better than 17.
Yeah.
That's probably 18, 19 there. Yes, sir. And fat. And fat. Look at there. That's another over.
Another 20?
20 and a half. Yeah, just a fat, healthy walleye.
So today I was using braided line with a fluorocarbon leader on it. I think that's important because fish are able to see that braided line a little bit more, and if you're using fluoro leader, you still get the sensitivity of the braid, but then that last little bit, obviously they can't see your line as well with that fluoro.
Got him?
Got him.
Better one?
And I'm thinking about the same size again. They're 15 to 18 inch or somewhere. Maybe closer to that 18.
Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, I see him. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. Yep, that's another one of that 17, 18 inches right there.
Yeah. Oh, they're really starting to bite here in the last hour.
They have, haven't they? God, it's just fun, isn't it? Is there anything better than a jig bite?
I don't think you can beat it.
No. There you go, sir. In addition to green living weeds, Dakota and I notice as the day goes on that lots of our fish are coming from some open sand patches with the weeds around. We think these walleyes are kind of filtering in and off those sand patches. Using my relevant sunglasses, I'm actually able to identify those sand patches and know that's where I want to pitch my jig.
Right under the boat again. Another little smaller walleye this time.
Oh yeah. That's in that 15-inch variety again. These bites are really, really light. These walleyes are barely picking that minnow up. Dakota's using the Lew's Pro TI. That rod is super sensitive. I'm using a speed stick walleye rod designed for jig fishing. That's super sensitive as well. Having the right rod, a medium light action, the really soft tip is really important when pitching light jigs to shallow walleyes in the fall. How's that one?
Feeling a little better again.
Is it?
We're kind of in the same spot, so hopefully not another northern.
You kind of got a little honey hole now going back here, don't you?
It's a walleye.
Yeah, it is.
Another nice one.
Wow. Nice. Heck yeah. That's from the 17-inch year class.
Yep. That's a nice one.
Yep.
Thank you.
Jigging them in on the fall. Hard to beat it. Well, there you have it, folks. We met our goal. We wanted to get some fish over 20 on camera. We did that. We caught a really big one, a bunch of eaters as well. A great way to wrap up our open water fishing and our TV filming for the open water season.
Fishing the Midwest is made possible by Alexandria, Minnesota, the Alexandria Lakes area, Minnesota's hidden gem with 350 lakes conveniently located in the heart of Minnesota. Diamond Buick GMC. Experience the diamond difference. Superior Industry. Visit workatsuperior.com to see why they're one of the fastest growing manufacturing employers in the upper Midwest. And by MinnKota and Humminbird. Simply, clearly better. Lake Cabotogama in Voyageurs National Park is your year-round destination for experiencing nature at its finest. Enjoy the solitude of the pristine wilderness while having all the comforts of home available in many of the full-service resorts. The fishing is world-class, and so are all of the other outdoor activities that are abundant in all the seasons. Cab is the perfect place for your family or group of friends, and Cab is an easy drive from anywhere in the Midwest. Lake Cabotogama in northern Minnesota. Discover Cab now.
Pro-inspired, pro-designed, tested and proven by legends on the water, dominating the tournament trail for over 50 years. Everything you need, one legendary brand. Strike King.
Strike King products are available at these fine retailers: Christofferson's Bait, Omnia Fishing, Reed's Family Outdoor Outfitters, and many other retailers across the Midwest.
I started as a machine operator and am now a customer account manager.
I started out as a machinist, and now I'm the VP of manufacturing.
I started out in field service, and now I work as a territory manager.
Clean, safe environments. All experience levels open. Paid training provided. Visit workatsuperior.com to apply. That's workatsuperior.com.
I spent years looking down, just wondering all the time what was out there. I tried everything, and I mean everything, until a friend of mine introduced me to Vexilar. So I asked my doctor, and he said, "Vexilar? You've been fishing without a Vexilar this whole time? Are you stupid, man?" I was stupid. Vexilar is made strong enough even to work on the most extreme cases of angling dysfunction. Vexilar gave me my life back, and now I'm fishing clean again.
Here at Diamond Buick GMC of Alexandria, we have a simple goal for your new or used vehicle buying experience: customer satisfaction. Our friendly, knowledgeable sales staff will work with you in a no-pressure, hassle-free environment. We also have an accommodating service department that will work hard after the sale to guarantee your continued satisfaction. Family-owned and serving Alexandria and all of West Central Minnesota for over 25 years. Visit us in Alexandria at Diamond Buick GMC and experience the Diamond difference.
Today we're with Tanner Arndt. Tanner guides on Big Stone Lake. Tanner's a great open water angler as well, but during the winter, perch, the search for winter perch is Tanner's deal. He and his dad Artie operate Artie's Fish House Rentals on Big Stone Lake. Tanner spends just about every day in the winter finding and catching perch. What do you got, Tanner?
Perch is hooked up.
Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a really nice one.
That one came right up and smacked it.
Oh, I got one on me too. You called into school, my friend.
We did.
Today, Tanner's going to show us a unique presentation he uses with a Tikka minnow glide bait. He uses a Tikka minnow to call in and catch fish. This is really effective anytime the fish are really active. However, some days the fish don't want the bigger profile of the Tikka minnow. They want a small tungsten. But Tanner still uses the Tikka minnow on those days as his call-em-in bait. Today we're going to show you this unique presentation. Tanner, that's a pretty good perch. And you use that Tikka minnow when there's no fish around, right?
Yeah.
Why, how come?
Yeah, we were just using that, you know, like I say, we hadn't really been seeing much, and threw this bait down there just to try to call some in. This one came right in and chomped on it, but the main goal there was just to get those fish to come into us. So
right, so what you're doing is you're using that bigger bait with the bigger profile that kind of swims, some erratic action to bring those fish in, and it hit it too. So obviously it's a catcher as well as a caller.
And a lot of times it'll pick off those biggest fish in the school too.
Right, and then once the bigger fish get caught, spook or whatever, and they're a little more finicky, then you drop the tungsten?
Then it's time to drop the tungsten down and finesse them, you bet.
All right, hey, there's some more on the screen. Let's get that one back and get some more. Call them and catch them.
Nice fish there.
Oh, that's a good one. On the Tikka minnow. So, you told me, Tanner, that you were gonna call them in, and then I was gonna catch them.
Sometimes I just gotta handle both parts of it, I guess.
I'm okay with that. And that's the thing about that bait. Not only does it call fish in, but it appeals to the bigger ones in the school. That's a pretty good one there, isn't it?
Yeah, there was a couple marks that came in with this one, and this is definitely the biggest one of the school, and came up and
he drilled it too, didn't he?
Yeah, that was awesome. One thing I like about the Tikka minnow is that bait, when you're trying to call these fish in, you do the, you know, you're doing a rip jig more or less, but it has a nice gliding action, so it really kind of covers a lot of water, has a nice erratic action. So some of these fish that are a little off to the sides can really see it from afar, and it's a nice, you know, heavy jig too, so when you pound it down to the bottom, you can really stir it up, but it's got an awesome action.
Maybe a smarter guy like me should maybe Just put a Tikka minnow on.
As I say, I think we can both do some calling and both do some catching
You
that
can do
way.
calling and catching.
That thing is good money today.
That's a nice fish, yeah.
Doubled up.
Doubled up. Doubled up. Big Mike. How come it always works that way? It always...
Tikka minnow pulls the big one.
Tikka minnow pulls the big one.
But it did bring a school in, and
it did bring a school in.
got them fired up for both of us. So.
And today, Tanner, as aggressive as they seem to be, I mean, we didn't know they were going to be this aggressive, right?
No.
We probably both could be using the Tikka minnow, but because I'm kind of stubborn, I'm going to let you catch one more big one, and then I'm going to switch.
All right.
We are giving away a chance to fish with Fishing the Midwest TV host Mike Frisch. This will be a fully guided fishing trip in the Alexandria, Minnesota area. Plus, the winner will receive a $500 gift card from Omnia Fishing to purchase fishing gear. Simply visit our website and see this banner to get entered. Fishing the Midwest is made possible by distinctive cabinet design for all your commercial, residential, and retail fixture cabinetry needs, and your granite and quartz needs too. Vexilar. Own the ice with Vexilar. K-Drill Ice Augers. Drilling ice will never be the same. And by Big Stone Lake Tourism, Minnesota's hottest perch lake.
Hanna's Marine has a huge selection of boats, pontoons, and accessories priced to fit any budget. Our knowledgeable and experienced team will help you select from industry-leading boat manufacturers, including G3, Basscat, Stingray, and Yarcraft, and pontoons from Crest and Suncatcher. Don't get left on the shore. Shop Hanna's to experience more. Visit www.hannasmarine.com today. Your boat, your memories, our business. Hanna's Marine, keeping you on the water.
Big Stone Lake on the Minnesota-South Dakota border has a booming jumbo perch population that has turned into one of the Midwest's top winter perch fishing destinations. Come for the perch, but don't forget the lake's numerous walleyes, big bluegills, and slab crappies. In addition to the fishing, the area offers a top bait shop, fish house rentals, great lodging, and fine dining as well. Come to Big Stone for a winter fishing trip, and you'll like the area so much that you might just decide to make it your next home, or at least your home away from home.
Lou's products are available at these fine retailers: Christofferson's Bait, Omnia Fishing, Reed's Family Outdoor Outfitters, and many other retailers across the Midwest.
On the water, every second counts. So when there's a fish at 3 o'clock, be right on time with Mega 360 imaging. Every sweep of our newest technology offers 125 feet of absolute clarity all around your boat, so you can see fish and every detail in every direction. With a clearer picture of what's below, you can catch fish like clockwork. Mega 360 imaging, only from Humminbird.
Who's got the hook yet?
Got
Fish
him.
on?
Another one that
Ooh.
hit the tungsten jig. They're
Hit
getting
the
a little
tungsten.
bit on the fussier side now, so the Tikka's still calling them in, but definitely having to do that switch over to the tungsten now.
So you have that other rod. I mean, you've got the rod baited, the tungsten with the small plastic, and you've got that ready so that you can drop that on them. If they come in and they won't commit, it's quick reel up and drop on them.
Yeah.
Oh, I do got a fish. Thanks for calling those in, Tanner.
Yeah,
Same thing. You're not a very gracious host. Another important thing, today we are using the underwater camera, but we're also using our Vexilar sonar so we can figure out when it's time to slow down the presentation. With the Tikka or the Tungsten, you know, we're snapping it up on the call-in phase, but when they come in, we want to slow down. And using a Vexilar to see when fish are present and how they react to your bait presentations and when it's time to slow down is really important. That one looks like he's a good, not a bad one. Yeah, good, Tanner.
Today I was fishing the Scepter Carbon rod, and it's actually a light action, but with that Tikka minnow on there, it's got a good enough backbone to it with a soft tip that really has a really nice action for that that exact bait. You know, when you set the hook on those fish, you got a backbone, but you also got the tip to be able to see the bites a little bit. But I really enjoyed fishing that one.
There we go. Yeah, look at me.
You go, Mike. There we go. This feels like a real one.
That's why I put mine back in a hurry. Oh, that's a nice one, Tanner.
Yeah.
Another good one.
Yep. They seem to be liking the smaller presentation again now, but yeah, that's definitely been a good 1-2 punch.
Yep, we picked off those, or you picked off those active ones right away. We switched up to some tungsten, and we got the ones that wanted a little smaller presentation. But it's a great 1-2 way to work it. And you told me earlier, Tanner, that that's something that you like to do day in and day out, correct?
Yeah, I mean, don't matter if the fish are active or not. You know, like you say, you got to get that Tikka down there just to call those fish in.
Yep.
Even if they're inactive and they don't want it, that'll get them focused in around you. And you can either fire a tungsten back down, or if you got somebody else with you, you can have them be running a tungsten too. But definitely got to have the aggressive presentation to bring them in, and then the finesse to catch them.
Awesome. So that's what we were talking about. When the fish aren't around, we don't see them on the Vexilar, we don't see them on the camera, you drop the Tikka down, they come in, you pick off the aggressive ones, or if they won't hit, then you reel up quick and drop the tungsten, which is what you just did.
Yep, pulled another fish out of the school and got them fired up with the Tikka, so.
There we go.
That's how it's supposed to work.
Awesome, good work. Well, there you have it, folks. A deadly 1-2, call them in and catch them presentation for perch. This works for walleyes, it works for crappies, works for big bluegills as well. Hey, from all of us at Fish in the Midwest, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again next time. And as always, remember to include a youngster in your next outdoors adventure.
Detailing of fishing the Midwest boats and vehicles provided by Sanford Marine and Auto Detailing.